Hold your local opium dealers responsible for this.
Yeah, opium dealer. Oh man,
he's got the try hard. He might know what the hell's going on and stuff like that, but he's not athletically.
The high motor.
Yes, yeah. He's white. All right. So like, true.
It's big Eazy, baby.
It's Eazy, baby.
It's Eazy, baby.
It's Eazy, baby. It's Eazy, baby.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Speak Easy Podcast. It's your boy Eazy. I'm here live. You guys won't be watching this live, so I apologize for lying to you like that. But I'm with my man Detroit Kool-Aid to my right.
What's up? Glad to be back.
Avery Giovani in the building.
Hey, we got a
It's
salute.
good to be here, man. It's good to be here.
Literally hit you up like 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago.
This is amazing. It's a great space, man.
Hey, I appreciate you coming, man. So the Detroit Lions, we said we got routed? Yeah, we got routed actually. Towards
Routed?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. We got our asses whooped. 35-17. I'm looking at the score right now. I guess cause I got my take a little bit. Kool-Aid, you asked me in the office. I didn't want to get into it until we got on the mics.
Yeah.
Give me your takeaways, man. What happened last night? What'd you see?
Man, the game played out pretty much the way I thought it would play out. It's exactly what they did. The Lions do this every year, especially against the Packers. Like a quick kind of competitive start and then absolutely get dismantled in the second half. There were things that Rodgers was just missing. Like there was a touchdown pass in the first half that he just threw at the wide open guy's feet. So it skews kind of what we may be seeing in the first half. But the reason why I said I kind of expected it is the cornerbacks were hurt. I felt like the D-line and the linebackers should have been better than they were, but they look gassed. They look gassed. Without the help from the safeties and the cornerbacks to be able to keep those wide receivers like Devontae Adams under pressure, like it's nothing you can do. Adams made him look silly. Jones made him look silly. And Rodgers didn't even look the best. You know, so it kind of played out the way I thought it would. I expected Goff to be a little bit better, though. I did. I expected him to be better. And we'll get into him. I know we're going to get into some of these numbers a little bit later, but
For sure.
yeah.
I spoke with you a little bit last night. Emergency broadcast on Everything King's channel.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Everything King.
Yeah, shout out to Everything King, man. He's like the OG for real.
Micro Mike, Mark Form.
Well, give me your takeaways.
I think he hit the nail on the head. We expected it to be we expected to lose.
Actually, hold on one second.
Let me be for real. I expected to lose. And then realistically, I think that the Detroit Lions, they just needed to be competitive. They needed to seem competitive. They needed to just stick with it. Now, a big thing for me was the change of the game was Melifonwu's injury. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
I think that when you look at Melifonwu, he was doing a decent job in that first half. And when he got injured, I mean, Rodgers hadn't completed passes to any wide receiver at that point. And once he got injured, they started to test the middle. And I think that same play, they went single high safety on that same play. And they were playing a cover 2 shell the whole time. It was just I think that was a poor planning on their part, especially Aaron Glenn's part, because he was strict on the cover 2 shell. And the minute he bit on something, the minute he wanted to test the waters, they took a shot. And I think that changed the trajectory of the game.
Yeah. So you saw it, though. You saw it where that weak kind of secondary just absolutely exposed. And I think gassed the linebackers, gassed the defensive line. Yeah. And put the defense on their heels all game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the linebackers too. I mean, Alex Anzalone is probably the worst person in the world in Detroit sports right now. But
You don't agree with Coach Campbell?
What do you mean?
You didn't hear his comments on him today?
No, what'd he say?
He said that he was good. He was like he wasn't perfect, but he was like his motor. He doesn't stop.
Right.
He's the first one to the ball.
Low
to
key,
the huddle.
that's kind of how I feel about him too.
Yeah.
I just think he's not. I think he's got everything, like the intangibles. We just have like.
Easy. He has everything except for skill.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Except for the talent.
Yes. Yeah. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got the try hard. He might know what the hell's going on and stuff like that, but he's not athletically gifted enough. I said this on the kind of last night.
He's a high motor.
Yes. Yeah. He's white. All right. I'm gonna say, he's white. So like, true.
He's a high motor guy.
He's a high motor guy.
Workout warrior.
Yes, but he, you know what I'm saying? He is that because like you look at the stat lineup, yeah, he had the most tackles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and we complain about him because like we see him in every play because he's the one going to the fucking play.
Right.
That's true. And you know what? I'm not gonna crush him, man. You know, it's the lack of depth. It's the reason why we thought he would be a great, you know, coming off the bench type of a player if we had depth.
Right.
And that's the type of guy you want coming off the bench who's going to come out there and play like he's trying to lead the team in tackles. I mean, you want that, but they're rebuilding.
Right. His PFF grade is the third worst in the NFL. He with a 29.7. I just wanted to
look,
let
bro,
you know
I'm just trying to pour a little
PFF
Kool-Aid on the situation.
No. You did it right because you know you gave more credit to me. See, we wanted Tavai out, so we didn't look at the other problems.
Yeah, and you know what? I still think he's better than Tavai.
Yeah,
because here's the thing with Tavai. Tavai would get there slow as hell, then get fucking ran over.
I love this show.
Like,
I love this show.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, like the whoever he was going to tackle almost will wait for him. Like, you know what? I just want to run you over.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey.
But Tavai's on the practice squad now for New England, right?
Yes, sir.
Wouldn't his PFF grade be higher now?
Who cares, man? Look, when PFF, when they came out with the list, they came out with the top 32 running back list.
Yeah.
And DeAndre Swift was nowhere to be found in that bitch. That's why I was like, oh, yeah, fuck these dudes. Like, they don't even.
Yeah, I understand.
Bro, they had backups on there, man. I'm like, what
they
are you
missed
fucking.
They missed that, yeah.
That's just whatever. But, like, so Dan Campbell also said something at the press conferences today. He blamed the loss on the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I mean, the score was 35-17. I kind of agree with him a little bit. I mean, like, obviously the defense did what they did. Like, they couldn't stop Aaron Rodgers, but like, where they were getting the ball, like, are we forgetting that the two fumbles, you know, the interception, the turnover on fourth down, like,
right.
That's why I say I got my numbers. I'll save them for later. Right? Well, I guess we're there now.
Yeah. I apologize, man. I'm just, I'm just
we're good. That's what I'm saying.
like,
yeah.
For instance, all right, the Lions' second youngest roster in the league right now, right? Like, young as fuck. Like, majority of that youth is on the defensive side of the ball. Not to mention we're missing Jeff Okudah. We had Ife Malafanu, rookie, starting against the reigning MVP, and Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
And he didn't look bad.
And they held him to 14 points in that first half. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once he went down, that's when shit got a little iffy. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like, that was supposed to happen, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're hella inexperienced in that side of the ball. And then as soon as, like, that, if he went down, we had to make, like, different substitutions and stuff like that. Aaron Rodgers started doing his patented hurry-up offense, you know what I'm saying, where he's catching motherfuckers, like, still making like, you know, 20 or 12 men on the field and stuff like that. Like, doing what Aaron Rodgers does. And guess what, guys? Yeah, the second youngest roster in the league, majority of that youth being on the defensive side of the ball.
They look like the second youngest
roster
in the league.
And we knew this going into the season. None of us were high on this team, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the fact that we kept them to 14 the first half, like, I like that, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't saying this, though, too. I'm sorry for bailing defense out because they did still let them score. But, again, the turnovers.
Right.
And that fourth down we talked about last night. There were two. I rewatched the play. There was only two people open for sure. You could say three, but definitely two. Swift. Yeah. I think the other one was it wasn't Hawk. Hawk was running deep. I think it was maybe Amon-Ra. Whoever. I'll put it in post production, whatever. But
maybe Cephas.
You know what I'm saying? When they get the ball there or the fumble, you know what I'm saying right there, like. And that's fucking Aaron Rodgers. You got a young ass defense. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, the defense is about to get scored on. I mean, they definitely like fucked up, yes, but like the offense put them in shitty situations. The defense couldn't get off the field. Yep, they were constantly on the field, and for that, like you said, making constant substitutions, constantly tired. Like, but you have some numbers you wanted to bring into it.
You know, I mean, just looking at golf in general, when you hear Campbell blame it on the offense, what a coach is never really gonna do is call somebody out individually. Yeah. But when he calls out the side of the ball. Who's the captain of the offense? Who's responsible, Who's the captain of the offense? That's Jared Goff. When you look at his numbers over the first two games, a lot of Lions fans would do what Lions fans do and say, look at the yards. Look at the yards. Yeah, 300 and something. The first game he had. I'm like, look at the yards per attempt. Aaron Rodgers' yards per attempt, upwards of 9. He's almost on a first down every pass. Right. Jared Goff, what do you guys think his are?
Let us know.
His yard is 6.3. 6.3 yards per attempt. Yeah. Those are like mainly checkdowns. Yeah. The top two of the top 5 running backs for targets. Yeah. Jamal Williams and why can't I think
DeAndre Swift?
And DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift.
In the league?
Yeah, in the entire league. That's not an offense. That's not a functioning offense. Who has T.J. Hawkinson, who has Quintez Cephas, who was showing some signs, who has some speed.
Yeah, he looked nice last night.
That was Green Bay's offense. Green Bay did that to the Detroit Lions all day. Yeah. I have to disagree with Campbell on this. I love Campbell. We got the same birthday. But at the end of the day, you know, you can blame the offense because of the fumbles, the turnovers. I think we lost the turnover battle there, but that defense.
How you think?
His boy Anzalone, man. There was several crucial plays on the game. Now, what you're saying is correct. Everything you're saying is correct. I believe that we come as a team, we lose as a team. Yeah. It's a team loss. I think he was wrong for just putting it on the offense.
For sure.
Because there was a lot of stuff, but that defense was so shaky after Afonso left. And I gotta tell you, man, you're right about Goff's attempts. Because matter of fact, Goff and Stafford have the same stats, but you wouldn't know it.
Wait, what?
Man,
exactly.
man.
Like right now?
They have the same yardage.
Stafford's second game wasn't as hot as the media is really trying to make it out to be. It looked like a classic Stafford on the Lions game.
Right.
250, 270 yards, an interception, 2 touchdowns.
The key difference between them is attempts right now. Like Stafford is tied for 23rd in attempts, and Goff is first with 110 attempts in 2 games. Sheesh. Yes, and he's throwing checkdowns. Guess how much yardage he got? 584 is his yardage.
Games.
And
how many attempts?
110.
That's wild, man.
He had 110 passing plays. Oh man,
they got to do something different.
And Stafford has what? He's tied. His attempts are like 56. He has 56 attempts, and he has.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, 56 attempts. What else? You gonna look at the yards? Or
the yards is 599.
You know what that tells me? They don't believe in their receiving core. Yeah. That's what that tells me.
I don't think it's the receiving core, bro. It's Goff.
No.
How do you get there?
Because it's going to the running backs. They're doing that whole short game, get our running backs in space. So they're going to run Jamal Williams. They're going to run DeAndre.
It's still receivers running routes like he's just not throwing it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Somebody in that, whether it's the coaches, whether it's somebody saying, hey, the read is telling you to go here because we trust DeAndre Swift or Jamal Williams more than we would trust Quintez Cephas running down the seam. Somebody in there is saying check down. And they don't trust the receiving core. They trust the check down way more than they're trusting Hawkinson going down, because for some reason he was getting separation in the first half. They made a defensive adjustment, and it seemed like nobody else was open, or at least nobody else could get like breakaway speed.
I feel like we just barely even had the ball in that second half because as soon as we got it, he was like, "Oh, here you go."
You had 9 attempts.
Matter of fact, I don't want this right now. You can have it.
Right, you had 9 offensive plays in the third quarter, and then you wet the bed, so to speak. I don't know if I can say that on here.
You can say shit the bed. It's gonna be a speakeasy, so you're fine.
Okay, you shit the bed and
watch your mouth.
You shit the bed, and then you coughed up the ball twice. So they led in time of possession. I believe they had 33 minutes in time of possession. They were doing the same offense. They only took 1 big shot downfield. I think maybe twice, but 1 connected for real. They were doing the same. They had the same offense. So put in perspective what I'm saying. The Green Bay had the same game plan similar to us. They were going to attack the linebackers, pass it to their running backs, and get their guys in space. At the same time, the one time we changed our scheme, they went to iffy. Obviously, Devontae Adams got that long 40-yard pass, and they still did what they were doing before with these short, quick passes to the running back.
Yeah,
and you say it's not an offense, but it worked for them.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say it's not an offense. It's an offense. What I said is somebody within the Lions doesn't trust their receivers. First game, who would have thought the top 3 in receptions?
Hawkinson, Swift,
tight
and
end,
Williams.
running back.
Yeah.
Now, whether it's by design, I think that if they had KG here, if Kenny Golladay was here, I don't think that these numbers would look that way. You look at the second game, if they had somebody that I believe they trusted as a wide receiver, they would use them just like the Green Bay Packers used Devontae Adams. You don't need him to necessarily go and get 20 receptions, but you're going to need someone who can blow the top off of a defense to say, you know what, let's stop the middle.
Right.
What you see out of the Lions, out of their stats, out of like what Goff is doing, is indicative of them saying either A, we don't think that he trusts his own arm, or either he don't trust the receivers going out there.
And he don't trust his own arm, is what I believe, because like I think his confidence is hurt is one from the trade. Two, I mean he knows what he is. Like he's not a good deep ball passer. Like that's not his thing. Yeah. And like I was just getting ready to look it up, but I think I specifically remember him like throughout the offseason saying like he loves to check down. I think he said it like he said the check down is my best friend or something like that. Did he say you?
Right. So it's what he does. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anything to do with like I'm sure like there is still like a trust level that's not there with the receiving corps just because he's new there and the receivers are new there as well. Everyone's in a new system. I even tuned into like the Peyton Manning broadcast for a minute, and they were talking about how he had the wrist wraps on with the plays. Like remember from like middle school? That's not a pro like thing. You know what I'm saying? You don't see pros do that. And they were talking about that's just like more indicative to like him not being familiar with the offense yet. You know, and
Goff.
Yes, but Goff, because he had the play sheet, the wrist, you know what I'm saying, we looked it up. Yeah. And they said that's a telltale sign that he's not ready to run this offense fully, you know, and make audibles and stuff like that too. Yeah. Right. Let alone that was he's rumored to never be good at that from coming over from McVay too. So
I think that's a good point, because if he knows 50% of the offense, you can't open it up to run deep. You can't open it up. You have all these new players. It makes sense, but I know Stafford has at least a quarter of the offense down, maybe 50%. Certain principles within the offense. You learn certain principles. And within this one, the check down is king, and that's what he's comfortable with. But what I need from him, I need him to protect the ball. And I think that's why Campbell blamed him, is because we probably had a chance.
Facts.
Yeah. We probably had a chance to make this game a little more interesting than what it led on to be. And now we won't get that chance back if we're giving up the ball. We didn't have the ball the whole third quarter. We have, nine snaps in the third quarter. So, you know, I feel what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I think you're on to something there with Goff and the trust issues.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying primarily, is that there's something that's going on. And if he's coming out and just saying it like, hey, the check down's my friend, then he came in and realistically defeated himself way earlier than he should have, because I believe T.J. Hockenson and Quintez Cephas can be, and they've shown to be, good downfield targets and good targets coming across the middle of the field. Cephas even more so on the sidelines. I've appreciated the way he'll sell out to try and catch everything. And so I believe if Goff isn't too confident with his arms, he still has to give those guys a chance to make a play. Yeah, you go, because when you play scared is when you're prone to make mistakes. And what we've seen out of Goff is not 4 turnovers, but he had 2 fumbles, 1 loss,
2 fumbles,
last game,
and interception. Yeah,
first game the interception,
and then the turnover on downs we had on the 4th and 1 was also a bad read by him, because again he had 2 guys open, right in front of him. He just trusted his first read, went right there. He had time too. Yeah, like in matter of fact, I'll just show you guys, because like
and realistically, whose fault is that they lost? The weaker side was the defense.
Still clean. So 2 red circles. Yeah. Pocket's still clean. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He rushed it with the first read, didn't go down any progressions. He just called up, because ain't nobody there ready to tackle him. You know what I'm saying? Swift, and I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Khalif Raymond.
He's not going to make it.
Khalif?
No.
Oh, Goff.
If you think it like that, if you think it's scared like that.
I mean, this guy definitely could have made a play on that one, but Swift is right there.
He's paranoid with a clean pocket.
Yeah, that's to say, I don't think he trusts himself, along with not having a trust level with the receivers.
Right, and you know he's not gonna get a fair shake with this check down thing against Patrick Queen and the linebackers. I mean, he might beat a couple guys, and they have a good pass rush, but he's not going to. Oh, I'm gonna check down and it's gonna be okay. Like those linebackers for the Ravens, they run as fast as running backs. They run as fast as receivers. So you're not going to be able to keep doing this. And then they're gonna solve you by week 8. So you're gonna be figured out, and people just gonna be counting you out. So you need to get this fixed quick.
They are figured out, and it rests in the head of Jared Goff.
Yeah,
straight up. Like
they figured him out.
Yeah, because as we're talking about this, and it's like this. If he's saying these things, this is a Jared Goff issue. You're saying like His head is clearly not in the right place. It seems like he might be defeating himself. If you're going into a game plan to say, let's play to his perceived strengths rather than allowing some of your wide receivers to try and make a play, I think you're just defeating yourself. A team like the Ravens are going to know this guy is never going to throw back here.
Oh, yeah.
And if he does, it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 plays out the game. We can eat that.
It'll be a duck anyway.
We can eat that.
Humphreys is a cover corner, so that takes 6 out the game. That takes him out the game completely. So you're not going to throw to Marlon Humphrey.
Yep.
So who you going to throw to? And then Patrick Crean runs a 4-4. Who are you throwing to?
Yep. So
it's a
going
wrap.
fall on T.J. Hawkinson doing underneath routes. It's going to be Swift and Jamal Williams coming out the backfield. And they're not – I can see them doing maybe 1 or 2 nice long runs off of a 4 or 5 yard duck pass, swing pass. But how many of those are you going to put together against the Ravens?
They might stop the Ravens' run, but they're not going – I know we getting off time. I apologize. They might stop the Ravens' run, but I think the pass is going to be prolific, and I think people disregard Lamar Jackson's ability to pass the ball just because he's so prolific in the running game. But
Man, he's amazing on the damn ball.
The Lions are a stat stimulus package, and for any quarterback on your fantasy roster.
That's how you practice that one in the mirror a couple times.
I had some practice. That's all I have to say.
I like that one, man.
No, yeah, I mean, and I think we can get it done dinking and dunking. We just gotta execute. We can't be turning the ball over in that process. Like those 2 fumbles, and I get the one he didn't technically lose, but it was on a 3rd down. He went backwards and caused a 4th down. We're punting the ball. We ain't gonna. Yeah. We ain't giving you the ball at 4th and 15. You can't make 4th and 1.
Right. And that I feel like the pass, even if you were trying to be clever, it's the execution of the offense.
Yeah.
Everything was called right.
Absolutely.
With the exception of the one defensive play, we called a very good game. I think the execution was terrible, and that falls on Goff. And that falls on Alex Anzalone. I think they're the 2 names in Detroit no one wants to hear until they do something right.
In terms of those 2, they're probably the biggest negatives on the game other than Iffy's injury. That's another huge blow.
You want to hurt more about Iffy's injury is the fact that he was playing well.
Yeah,
he wasn't necessarily locating the ball well because there was one he blocked. It was like almost an accident. Yeah, just hit him in the back.
Oh yeah, Oh shit! But that's what happens when you run the route for the receiver.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen Lion players, bro, get the ball taken off their back in the same situations.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, he was in them.
Calvin used to do it all the time.
Yep. He ran it right, so I'll give him half credit.
And Louis Riddick was a DB. He was calling the game. He was DB in the past, and he was saying like, if I do turn back, I stop or I slow down. So I might as well just run with the guy. So that was a good point. But we want to see a corner. We haven't seen that since Slay. We haven't seen that where we just locate the ball, get that pick. And
what round was he?
Bro, that's a great point.
Melifano?
Third? Yeah. They didn't know why he fell out the 2nd. They had no clue. It was probably locating the ball.
And me too, like looking at him like size-wise, like I didn't know that he was going to make it to corner. I thought he was going to wind up playing safety for us because Tracy Walker expires this year, I believe. And I thought that was the idea with him. But no, he was out there playing cornerback against Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
Speed, though.
I do want to say this, though.
Hanging with him.
Yes. I do want to say this, though. I think they only attempted like 9 attempts in the first half. I think the Packers went through like 10 times tops.
And tomorrow we should get some news, or today we should get some news about the injury if it hasn't already come out.
This is quad. I saw.
If
it's quad, he's gonna be out for a minute.
Minimum.
What? A couple weeks?
He said a couple weeks minimum. I assume with something like a quad, that means they're just gonna reevaluate after a couple weeks.
Shout out to the Detroit Lions for making sure people are healthy. That's very different. That's the best thing y'all doing this season is y'all taking precautions with every player. That's about it.
Yeah.
Next, the run game in the line.
Yeah. What do you guys still have faith in Campbell?
Oh yeah. Me too. I mean, even Peyton Manning, he said he likes the way Dan Campbell coaches. I like the way he handles the press conference. I like the way he handles responsibility. He doesn't say everything that I agree with, but I think he believes everything he's saying. I don't feel like he's trying to actually be a character.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like that's what I got out of Patricia. Sometimes I felt like he was trying to be Belichick. I feel like Dan Campbell is just Dan Campbell. And sometimes we might think he's a character because the way it's perceived, but I believe he's being authentic. I believe that locker room, I feel like they feel disappointed when they lose. Kind of the same aura got in the Caldwell era. Yeah, I feel like they felt like, sheesh, we got to win. We got to do something.
Yeah.
So I like him personally.
Right. I think I've seen people, small group of people calling for Campbell's head. And
that shit, that's why I asked you guys, too, because, like,
get out of here, man.
That shit has got me so heated. Like,
right.
The one like coaching yes.
Like,
the second youngest roster in the league. I think the youngest is the Jets. You're gonna win with that roster either.
And he doesn't have Matthew
young,
Stafford.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's not like he has the best quarterback in Lions history.
Right.
Like,
and then your old players aren't playing to their standard or their contracts, like Collins or Jared or Alex Anzalone. It's just, to me right now, when you look at the state of the Lions, it's a rebuild. You should have known it was a rebuild. No matter how much the marketing team pays, no matter how much Tweety Man you look at, it's a rebuild. You
should have known that when we got 6 years on the deal. You know, you should have known that off rip. Like,
right, we didn't give him 6 years just because we like him.
And Luke, I love you, Luke. But why are you doing this, man? Why are you doing this to people, man?
Oh,
hyped him up all off season.
Right.
Hey, you two, you had us 4-0. I learned last night.
I had 3-1. I had 4-0 because I thought what I thought was going to happen.
Hold your local opium dealers responsible for this shit.
Yeah, opium dealer. Oh man, I'm that bad now.
I'm playing. Lions first win.
Let's go to that schedule. You gotta do that. Hold on,
okay. I'm sorry with you.
You gonna start with me?
Or should I go to him? Because he actually kind of prepped a little bit. So
I
probably should go.
Go to him.
Yeah, let's go.
Look, man, Jalen Rose.
Go hit that mic just in case. I don't know.
Look, Jalen Rose said it best. We not losing to Andy Dalton, dog. We're not losing him. I can't see that happening. I know that Bears defense always gets the best of the Lions, but I believe Jared Goff is going to get it done. They're going to have a game plan. They're going to rebound because if they don't beat Chicago, what's their next best game? Maybe Philly? No,
hell no. Like Jalen Hurts looks scary now too. I ain't gonna lie. He's coming to his own a little bit. Next, Bengals, right? Because we got Ravens. Yeah, it's gotta be the Bengals.
I don't think they're gonna beat the Bengals.
You think they're gonna beat the Bengals?
No.
You think they're gonna beat Philly? But
I feel like
they have 3 number 1 receivers.
Philly is one of those weird teams, man. They're one of those teams where I can see the Lions kind of like how they played Kyler Murray when they tied him. Like, it's just, I don't know. Philly's just one of those teams that the Lions seem to find a way to do weird, like play weird games against, man. They seem to find a way to either play up or get absolutely housed when they play Philly. I just, for some reason this year, think they're going to play up to that level of competition. With the Bengals, though, I don't see that one. I don't see it happening, man.
I'm gonna have to agree with you and Sir Jalen Rose. I gotta say it's gonna be the Bears for sure. Like, and there's definitely like some bias and Kool-Aid on that one because I hate the Bears by far more than any other team and a rival of any Detroit team and Everton. Oh, it's the Bears. It's the Bears, Pacers, and the Packers are kind of inching up there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for me, it's in football. It's the Packers.
It's the Packers.
It's the Packers. Man. Get them out of here.
See, I'm not like when the Packers beat us. I'm not mad because like they've had Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, like those guys are considerably great. But when we lose to like the Bears, like they're so damn clunky and like never like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're so beatable, bro. Like this shit. Like
Packers,
come on, bro. Fucking who was the guy? Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell he should have ever been beating us, and that's why I hate them. Like the Packers do, it's like okay,
bro,
you have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he sucks. And I just realized I remembered last year's game, and I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like.
Oh my gosh.
But for I gotta agree. It's the Bears for me. And by the way, Justin Fields made his debut. I mean, obviously he made his debut week 1, but like played because Andy Dalton got hurt. It didn't look that great. I'm not gonna lie. I think I know why Andy Dalton's starting the game.
Oh yeah. You first and foremost, the Bears coaches was praying for this to happen. They just wanted to give you enough rope to hang yourself with Andy Dalton, and the injury came before the rope of a hanging. So they got their quarterback now. So right now I'm looking at the schedule. I see 8 playoff teams left. 8. So what I'm trying to do is mathematically who is going to have statistically the worst game. When I mean statistically the worst game, I mean what playoff team is going to wet the bed and go from a 12-4 team to 11-5 team and have to be a wild card. I don't see that happening. The nearest win I see is December 26th. As the Lions are playing like this, December 26th, 2021. 1 o'clock against the Falcons.
Our first win?
You said the Falcons?
Hey, first win for Christmas.
Hey, y'all, when's the last time?
That's messed up, man.
It is what it is.
When's the last time Philly beat Detroit? The Eagles.
It's been a minute.
I'm telling you, it's some weird stuff.
It's been a minute.
I really feel like they might sneak them this year. I really
you know what? Actually, I can buy into that a little bit just because Hurts is inexperienced. I do have faith in our coaching staff, and I can see some mistakes happening.
Hey,
I hope that's not. I mean, but they look nice right now. Though, I ain't gonna lie.
The Bengals got. I mean, they got a weak offensive line, yes, and you got a point in that. But everything else is pretty.
If he should be back by Philly, but the bye week is the next week, I don't know if they're gonna bring. Unless he's like solidly healthy, I don't think they're gonna bring him back.
And I'm only saying what I'm saying because I want to hear your rant about this. I'm only saying what I'm saying because of the performances I've seen thus far to this point. So Jared, it's on you. Yes. It's not on nobody else. Like I like Swift, I like Jamal. Mm-hmm. Everybody doing their job.
Yep.
Even Alex Anzalone. Alex Anzalone showing up with the bologna sandwich. He got his cheese sandwich. He going on break during the game. I need Jared.
Is it grilled cheese and bologna, or is it
no?
just
It's a cheese sandwich.
Cheese
I don't think
and
Alex
mayo?
is a grill type of guy. He only gets burnt on game day.
Oh, that was nice. That one was nice. Oh man. I appreciate you guys. You want to shout out your YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. Thank you, Eazy, for giving us the opportunity, man.
Yeah, thank you for coming up, man.
Appreciate this.
Appreciate
man.
you.
This is awesome. My name is Avery G. I run Spirit of Detroit podcast. Man, this is amazing to be here. It's like a dream come true. And like, comment, subscribe for more thought-provoking content like this. Check out me and Eazy, and obviously don't forget his channel. He's dope as well, so I love it.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you. Kool-Aid, was anything we missed? Anything you want to touch on?
No, man, it was fun, man. It's always great to be on the Speakeasy podcast.
I appreciate you guys, man.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I thought the conversation was good. I thought the dialogue was good. I thought all the points were really good. So can't wait till the next one.
It's 4 a.m. If you made it to this part in the video, I fuck with you. Make sure you comment your shirt size down below. I'm gonna hook you up with the merch.
It's easy. Speak easy, baby.